Hello everyone. Today my presentation topic is towards a sustainable energy future for Australia. Myself, I am Saminandun Sadman, and my student ID is 251102104. So the key points for the proposed portfolio. Australia's energy landscape is based on coal and gas, significant potential in solar, wind, hydro, and bioenergy, reducing emission, ensuring equity, and modernizing the grid. All reports relying on the needs for sustainable energy portfolios. So this is are the my proposed portfolios, and here we can find out some data analysis. From there, we can get Australia's energy statistics in 2022-2023. Australia's plan to use 50% renewable by 2030. Renewable arise in Australia. So the strategies for sustainable energy future. So first of all, we have to diversify the energy mix with renewables, invest in carbon capture and storage, promote smart grid technology and decentralized microgrids, reform policy frameworks and enable public-private partnership, prioritize energy equity and inclusive planning. So the barriers to achieving the sustainable future: first, economical barriers, high capital cost and transition investment; technical barriers, grid cognitions, lack of flexibility; social barriers, public opposition, regional inequity; and the political barriers is the policy fragmentation and the regulatory delays. The opportunities mm, in transitioning to a low carbon economy. First of all, the leadership in global clean energy innovation, export potential, hydrogen, solar, RE technology, job creation, and rural revitalization, reduction in health cost and uh, environmental degradation. So I get two reports which I have to study and find out some approaches and challenges and also shortcomings and improvement. So first of all, the portfolio approaches of report 47, the current energy landscape assessment. From this assessment, we can analyze of Australia's reliance on coals and natural gas, performance in the World Energy Trimelia Index, high equity, moderate security, and sustainability, recognition of Australia as a global leader in rooftop solar and a major fossil fuel exporter. Strategies in this report: accelerated investment in solar and wind, transitional gas use with mandatory CCS, promotion of community LED microgrids and rooftop solar. And the challenges is the managing energy security and grid reliability, high upfront cost for infrastructure, huge potential in Australia's renewable richness, public support, and innovation in smart grids. So now the portfolio approaches for report 16, the current energy landscape assessment, Australia's contribution to high emission despite renewable growth, moderate security equity concern in remote areas, high sustainability potential, strong prospects in solar radiation, offshore wind, and hydrogen innovation. The strategies: proposed mix: 30% solar, 30% wind, 15% hydro and storage, 10% gas to its CCS, 5% hydrogen, and 5% other renewable, introduce carbon pricing, support microgrids in remote areas, promote agro solar. Challenges and opportunities: land use conflicts, opposition, land use conflicts, opposition, and indigenous land rights must be addressed. Grid reliability and storage integration need prioritize. CCS has potential in transition and heavy industry. So the similarity between report 16, report 747, and my report. First similarity we find out solar and wind energy. All three reports emphasize solar and wind com- as the main things for of the energy mix, citing Australia's uh, natural potential and technological maturity. The hydropower is the consistency included as a reliable source of base load power with a focus on pumped hydro storage and projects like Snowy 2.0. The common challenges include high capital cost, inter intermittency of renewables, grid integration complexity, and public acceptance barriers. And the opportunities, like all highlights opportunities in economic growth, job creation, rural empowerment, and international leadership through green hydrogen and innovation. So the differences between report 1647 and my report, we find out some differences between three reports. First of all, in if we energy mix specifies, in report 16 focuses on a balanced approach with exact percentages. Report 47 defines clear targets for solar 35%, wind 30%, hydro oblique storage 20%, gas 10%, the other 5%. And in my report, as the report 47 includes specific percentages but slightly adjusted mix. Focus areas, community equity, environmental concerns, and policy design in report 16. In report 47, grid and storage integration, policy reforms, and CCS. And in my report, strong emphasis on solar wind expansion, land use, community microgrids, carbon capture and storage CCS. In report 16, discuss CCS as a technological concept but not a central strategy. In report 47, treats CCS as essential for peaking gas plants, and in my report highlights CCS for backup gas use and industrial decarbonization. So the strength of report 16 and report 47, uh, the in strategic framework, in report 16 based on world energy trimelia, security, equity, and sustainability, and 47 three strategies. One is renewable CCS transition, microgrids, technical depth, detailed land use analysis for wind and solar with real project data, clear 2040 energy mix targets, policy integration well integrated with natural scheme like arena CFC REZ zones, strong alignment with federal policies, emphasizes local manufacturing, community inclusion, emphasizes on indigenous access, equity via rooftop subsidies, microgrids, community ownership, peer-to-peer energy trading, fast nation role, carbon capture and storage, balanced view evaluates real-world projects and regulatory needs, then used only as transition tech uh, with uh, with phase out plan by 2045. So the shortcomings, comparison of report 16 versus report 47. Energy mix in report 16 lacks precise numerical mix breakdown, no innovation in mixed static model implementation, less clarity on execution timelines, no depth in local grids, oblique stakeholders challenges, CCS analysis cautions but lacks strong stance, overly reliant on CCS for gas use. Community strategies focuses on equity but lacks economic integration model. Then less emphasis on uh, indigenous or rural social equity in report 47. Lastly, heavy innovation, heavy on planning, light on commercialization, and in report 47 focuses on tech but limited R&D analysis. So, suggestion for improvement for report 16, define energy mix clearly, include specific percentage targets, add implementation timelines, phased plan with milestones and findings, strengthen CCS position, clarify whether to adopt trial or avoid CCS. In report 47, address stakeholders challenges including regulatory and local barriers, reduce CCS dependence, offer alternatives like efficiency and DSM, and lastly expand social inclusion, detail First Nations and workplace programs. So the final reflection and learning outcomes um, emphasize the importance of integrated strategy, technical plus social policy, gain holistic understanding of Australia's energy ecosystem, and confidence in applying knowledge to real world planning and decision making. Thank you to all of you. It is so much enjoyable this course, and I learned many things which will be helpful in my future life. That's all of my part.